Salvete omnes, this is Amelia, also known as TheMartianGeek, and we are halfway through World 1 of New Super Mario Bros. We just got through our first tower and defeated its mid-boss, Bowser Jr. the Amazingly Pathetic. Actually, he's the mid-boss of every tower. But the important point is we are now on 1-4. Also, since it's the second episode, I only really need to show one screen. Oh, this stage. Okay, mind you, 1-4 is a perfectly fine level on its own merits. The one trouble with 1-4 is, if you're going for 100% completion, chances are you're gonna get horribly sick of this stage by the time you finish. And the reason for that is right around here. First, let's get all these coins in this mushroom that I don't need. Now, you want to get rid of this Koopa before hitting those blocks down there, or at least the question mark one, with fireballs if necessary. Now, in this block, we find a new power-up, the mini mushroom. It makes us teensy-weensy, and we can jump like crazy with this thing. Also, under here, we find that we can actually fit through small spaces like that, and we can go down small pipes like this. And as we find out in this room, we can actually even run on water with this thing. That's how light the Mini Mario is. Also, the first time I think we've seen water in this game. I feel like this room actually serves as a bit of a tutorial for Mini Mario's abilities. To get in here, we had to go under into a small space, and we had to go into a small pipe. And now we get to see that we must run on water to get the coin, and there's no way to get up to that without realizing that you can jump a lot higher. Now, the problem is, well, you might be wondering what exactly is wrong with 1-4. Well, it all has to do with that mini mushroom. Whoa, nope. No, Mr. Koopa. Yeah, that mini mushroom. What's wrong with the mini mushroom? Well, to put it quite bluntly, it sucks. I'm sorry, but the mini mushroom is possibly my least favorite Mario power-up ever. And the reason it's so bad, well, for one thing, look at this. You can't kill enemies while you're mini. See, I'm just bouncing right off these Goombas. If you want to squish a Goomba, you have to ground pound him like that. And that does work, but it's kind of inconvenient. In fact, let's get rid of this thing right now. There's a regular mushroom right here, so thank goodness I don't have to be mini anymore. Now, ground pounding enemies to kill them is not why I dislike the mini mushrooms so much, though. Also, flick a shell at these right here, and you can get lots of coins and goodies and stuff. The mini mushroom, well, just like being small Mario, you die in one hit. Makes sense. I mean, if Mario's small, and as a result, he dies in one hit, then naturally, if he's even smaller, he's even more vulnerable. Also, do not pound through those blocks at the bottom there, you'll just fall and die. But no, the one-hit kill isn't why I hate the mini mushroom either. No, the reason I hate the mini mushroom so much is the stupid thing is required for what I swear feels like half the secrets in the game. Also, speaking of secrets, there's a bonus room here. Now, you can actually get all of those coins in this room if you just time it correctly and don't screw up your jumping or anything. And I didn't. But seriously, there are so many star coins and secret exits that a mini mushroom is mandatory for in this game. And the biggest problem with that is most of the stages that require a mini mushroom for something don't actually give you a mini mushroom. Yeah, they expect you to bring it in from another stage. Which is easier said than done, because there are actually only 4 stages in the game where there are blocks that are guaranteed to give you a mini mushroom. And that's the problem with 1-4, is 1-4 is actually one of those 4 stages, and it is by far the easiest to get in, get the mushroom, and get out. Also, I took a hit there, because you pretty much have to be smaller mini to run under there and get that 3rd star coin. So, yeah. Given the number of times you're going to need a mini mushroom in this game... Oh, time's running out. You're going to have to do 1-4 a heck of a lot of times. And, like, requiring a power-up for something like that, that's a pain, but, you know, it wouldn't be quite as bad if it were something like the Fire Flower, for instance. Like, that you find in pretty much every stage, and it has decent offensive ability. I mean, you can shoot enemies with fireballs, and failing that, you can jump on them, at least, and defeat them in one hit, depending on the enemy, I guess. The mini mushroom, no! it sucks both offensively and defensively. So you have to go pretty decently long distances with it if you hope to get anywhere. And of course, if you die while you're mini, well, you just go right back to being small Mario, and then you have to go back and get the mini mushroom all over again. And as luck would have it, that I think is the only power-up, aside from the basic mushroom and fire flower, that is in all 4 New Super Mario Bros. Games. Of all the power-ups in this game that they could have thought to bring back in the other 3, why do they have to pick that one? Though, in all fairness, the mini mushroom isn't quite as annoying in New Super Mario Bros. Wii 2 and U because, well, quite simply, it's not required for as much stuff. You do not need to use the mini mushroom nearly as often in those games. So, for that, I am glad. But yeah, I didn't even have much time to talk about the actual level of 1-4 because I was too busy ranting about how much I hate the freaking mini mushroom. And now we're already in 1-5, and it's another athletics stage, of course. But now we have a new kind of mushroom. At least I think it was new. I don't think there were any of these in 1-3. It's the giant pink bouncy mushroom! You can either jump low like that, or you can jump high like this, depending on whether or not you press B at the right time. The right time being right about there. B. B. And jump. Yeah, okay, this stage is kind of... Did I just screw myself over? I did not mean to shoot that guy. Yeah, you kind of want him alive, and I did, didn't I? Okay, can I find another Koopa over here? Come on, Koopa, Koopa. Yes! Okay, can I actually get this to work properly? Ow! And the fireball got me again. Yeah, you can actually get a 1-up there if you don't screw it up like I just did. You just take this Koopa and throw it along here. But yeah, no more 1-ups for me, or at least not that one. Remember, kids, sometimes power-ups do not help you. Some of these Koopas are respawning, apparently. Also, over here we find another gimmick from Super Mario Bros. 1, which is the scale platforms. You step on one, and it goes down, the other one goes up. If you get one of them all the way to the top, then they both fall off, and you get 1,000 points. Not that there's really much point in doing that. Generally, doing that is a bad idea. But here we can go up a pipe and into a bonus area in the sky. Another tilting mushroom that actually moves this time. Do not fall off. Well, actually, it doesn't matter too much if you fall off in this particular bonus room because you can bounce back up. But you do want to get that star coin. So, yeah, coins, star coins. And that bonus room actually didn't put me very far ahead. Kinda convenient. Just before the midway point. And let that Koopa fall to his death. More bouncing and another fire flower that I really don't need. Another red coin ring. Whoops. Did not mean to bounce up there. Best way to do this one is go on the bottom first. You know, it seems like the red coins in the first New Super Mario Bros. Game tend to be clustered closer together than they are in future ones. Bouncy, bouncy, bouncy! Yes, who doesn't love pink bouncy mushrooms? Who doesn't love bouncy things in general? I mean, come on. Especially this part, where if you do this right, yes. Bouncy mushrooms in conjunction with multi-coin blocks are so fun! Reminds me of that part in Bouncy Bonanza in the original Donkey Kong Country, where there are tires on the ceiling and tires on the floor, and you could just bounce back and forth between them to your heart's content. See, I've spent so long bouncing that I'm running out of time. Joy, fun, and... oh hey, I actually made it almost to the top of the flagpole there. I usually screw up the jump on that and get like 2,000 or something. But yeah, that is all of the regular stages in World 1. And yes, there are indeed secret stages of a sort. There's actually one right down there, but I think those I shall cover in a future episode. Possibly the next one. For now, it's time to go on to the castle of World 1. See what we have to deal with here. Also, if I seem a bit more perky than usual, it may be because I was watching one of Miss Sayanella's LPs earlier today. So that might have something to do with it. Now, the gimmick of this first castle, well, you might notice the castle music is different from the tower music, of course. And we have these tightropes. Mario has to balance carefully on them, but fortunately you as a player don't have to worry about that, and you can actually fall off. He actually loses his balance if you stay in the same place for too long. And for whatever reason, you can bounce on them. I'm not sure how jumping off a tightrope gives you such height, but there you have it. Also, is my game lagging a bit, or is it just me? I think it is. Yeah, sorry about any lag that I may incur. I can emulate DS games, but only just barely. So, we'll just have to see how this works out. Brief break from the tightropes to deal with spike-covered blocks that move slow enough that they could probably catch me if I were asleep. Another star coin. Come on, game, quit lagging on me, will ya? Maybe it's just the music. It seems like Mario moves about as fast as usual. Boing, and... yeah, midway point. And also, are these potoboos based off the design in the original Super Mario Brothers? How they're kind of spherical instead of kind of jaggedy like in Super Mario World? I actually can't remember what the potoboos looked like in the original game. Now here we actually get to see Mario fall off the tightrope, because it's probably the easiest way to get those 3 coins there. And that star coin, don't worry, there is indeed a platform below it, as you can see. You can't jump into the lava to get it, because, well, then you die and lose it. And there's nothing around to throw at it. That pipe up there is rather well hidden, but fortunately, I know where it is, so just get in, grab the very easy to get star coin once you know where it is, and get out. More coins. Okay, I want that coin. I'm sorry, but... okay, there we go. And boss time. Oh, well, this boss does have a nicer looking arena than Bowser Jr. did. Makes sense since it's the world boss instead of the mid-boss. Oh, it's Bowser Jr. with the switch and a bridge over lava. And it's Bowser. As in, adult Bowser. Big bad... okay, actually, you know what? Jump on that platform, jump on the switch, defeat this guy the same way you did in Super Mario, in the original Super Mario Brothers. Yes, that's it. That's the entire boss battle. As far as patheticness goes, the apple does not fall far from the tree. And this is one of the few games where you actually get to see the lava do something to Bowser. It actually melts his flesh off and turns him into a skeleton. Yes, burn, Bowser, burn. Burn, you wretched creature. Wretched creature. Burn in the fiery pit. Let the very flames with which you sought to scorch the earth consume your flesh, and let your bones rot there for all eternity. Ah ha ha ha. Okay, sadistic melodrama over. But seriously, am I the only one who finds it rather satisfying to see that actually happen to Bowser? Of course he doesn't stay dead, but the important part is we're sort of done with World 1. I mean, I didn't do the secret stages. But this is World 2, of course, the desert world, and we will cover that in either the next episode or the one after that, depending on how I do the secret stages. So, with that, I will see you next time.